Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is actually my second take on a life update. I filmed one the other day when I was filming the house tour, but I had some technical issues and I have to refilm it today. So I want to first apologize for not posting on YouTube. It's just really hard living at my parents' to do those kinds of videos. But once we're in the new house, I plan to post 1 to 2 videos a week. Kind of showing you like a behind the scenes of our life, whether it be on my day off or when I'm getting home from work or on the weekend. They'll vary just so you can see my practices in place, the things that I'm teaching. You can kind of see real time of how I do things. I think it'll be really helpful. So please make sure you're checking those videos out. Let's get the ugliness out of the way first. We'll talk about the house fire. I can't talk about it without crying, so I'm just going to breeze through it as quickly as I can. The kids are doing well. They do have their moments where they're struggling a bit. We're kind of living on top of each other, so it's difficult. Grayson he doesn't realize it, but he kind of has the brunt of it where he just has like a little portable bed that he takes from our room to his sister's room, so he needs his own space for sure. He doesn't see it that way quite yet right now. I kind of have to remind him, when the house is done, you're going to sleep in your own room again like you used to by yourself. So just kind of getting him back in that. And I think right now probably, subconsciously he's enjoying the time that we're spending together because, even to them, it's obvious that this is not a normal life living situation. And, that's probably one way he copes is just staying, by Luke or I, or staying with his sister. That's one thing. You can love your grandparents a whole lot, but you still know that that's not your everyday life. Like, that's not your home, your family, right? So there will be a lot of times where Luke and I, we spend most of our time in our room just to have some kind of peace to ourselves, after working all day or whatever. So there's a lot of times that we'll be in here watching TV and the kids will also come in and just hang out on the floor, in the chair, on the bed, just to be close to us, just to kind of get back to that normalcy in their brain, I think is what that is. So Luke is probably handling it the best. He has a background in law enforcement, so he's very adept to dealing with trauma. I am not. I'm obviously handling it the worst. It's just shocking to me how, not like how hard it is to get over or anything like that, because, it's, what happened is awful. I wouldn't blame anyone for struggling to get over it, but just how hard it is to even speak about it. Like, if someone asks me how I'm doing, even if it's a close friend, I usually just lie and say it's fine, right? Because you don't want to talk about it. Speaking out loud about it makes me cry, like right now, So I definitely keep that stuff to myself. But I did see this quote, and I've shared it on my pages, and it says something about how there is no deadline for getting over a trauma or dealing with grief, right? Grief doesn't have a stopping point. And we all deal with things differently. We all have, other situations that come up that can affect it, make it better, make it worse. So I'm definitely giving myself grace. I am a person that, regardless if you're religious or not, I'm a person that always says things happen for a reason. Even something awful like this, I'm not like a why me kind of a person, but what can I learn from this situation? This awful thing happened to me. Why did it happen? What was the silver lining? What was my message? What was God trying to teach me? We were in a car accident about 6 years ago, and it just popped up on my husband's feed last night, his Facebook feed, a post that I had done about it. And in it, I talk about the lesson that God taught us in that moment, that crash that we had. So I find it not funny, but interesting that I am quick to learn a lesson from it. And it kind of helps you get through it, to not have that victim mentality, but rather, what is God trying to teach me? That doesn't mean I don't still grieve. I cry almost every day still. But I feel like God has taught us a lot during these past 9 months. Patience as of late is definitely something on our hearts that God is teaching us to get through, to handle, to deal with. I know it's building a house is a long process anyways, but when you don't have a home to go to, you're just a house guest in someone else's house, you can get pretty antsy. So just understanding patience is a big one. The kids are doing pretty well with that. Honestly, Isabella, she's 11. One day she talked about that with me, like how she could tell that God was teaching her patience in this, and how he was teaching her to be grateful for her stuff, when she gets stuff like possessions again. So it's hard. Gosh, it's hard. It sucks. These past 9 months have just plain sucked. Like, that's all there is to it. It's been awful. I'm excited to have a home again. I'm also nervous to become a homeowner again, not knowing what caused our house fire. Something in the garage, obviously, but what? That makes you nervous, owning a home again. Like, what could you have done differently? What could have happened? But, I mean, it is what it is. You just have to be prepared and live your life. And, you can't live your life being in constant fear. That's not healthy for anybody. So, I will definitely try to be happy and, live my life day by day. The kids are really resilient. Thank God kids are resilient. They don't look to the past like I look to the past every day, Once in a while they'll bring it up, but overall they're doing really well. Kids, their brains, they're very much focused on the here and now. So Christmas is coming up, school's today, like, that's where they are. Yeah, I won't talk much more about the fire because it's really difficult for me, but we miss our pets, we miss our memories. It sucks, but it is what it is. So, looking forward to the house. Excuse me. Luke is the contractor on the house. It was just a way for us to save money and to get started when we wanted to get started, not having a contractor. We've subbed out everything we can afford. We're getting to the point now where we've reached our home loan limit and we're paying everything out of pocket. As money comes in, it's going right back out to the house. It's really expensive. A lot more expensive than it was when we built our house 8 years ago. Or, gosh, 8 years ago, almost 9 years ago now. But we will have a beautiful home when it's all said and done, so that's nice. Oh, the baby just kicked me. Where we're at right now is drywall is getting finished, or they're finishing hanging it. It's almost done being hung. And then they'll start the finishing work on it. I don't know how long that will take. The amount of guys the subcontractor for the drywall has varies from day to day. So, they might have a really good stretch of time where they're getting a lot accomplished and then things slow down for a while. So we'll see. We subbed out most of it, the concrete, the framing, the drywall, the roofing, the HVAC, electrical, plumbing, all the main things we had professionals handle. All the finishing work right now kind of falls on Luke. The painting, the trim, the hanging of the interior doors, the cabinets. We bought like professional cabinets for the bathrooms and the kitchen, and then like the pantry and the office and the hallway, just little random areas. We are buying unfinished cabinets and painting them ourselves, and then Luke will install all of the cabinetry. So things like that falls on Luke. I know that he's stressed right now. He does a really good job of keeping it to himself. Not that he should, but he does do that, just to, I think, save me a little bit from hearing about it. But like I'll roll over at night, and at 3 a.m. he'll be on his phone like Googling a method to do this, or which of these is best. So he definitely has a lot on his plate, you know, and he has a full-time job, and he is the main provider for our kids. I mean, in terms of like childcare, because he works from home. So, you know, he makes sure they get to school, or they get ready for school. Then he goes and picks them up from school, takes them to practice and tutoring and things like that. Since I work outside the home. So I would like to be into the house by the end of January, but that's pretty ambitious, I think. We'll see. I hear him tell people, like, we're hoping by February, and I always joke with him when he's done talking to whoever, like, by February, did you mean January 31st at 11:59? He doesn't think that's funny. So we'll see how long it takes to get in. It is what it is. You know, you can't speed up the process. You want everything done correctly. And you don't want to move into like a half-finished house, because I just think like the urgency has left at that point. You know, you get very complacent, like, oh, I'll take care of that project later, or, you know. So I would like the house to be pretty much finished when we want to move in, so we're not putting off projects. Moving on to the baby, that is our best news right now. That is the thing we all look forward to, the kids, Luke, myself. We are thrilled. My son is probably the most excited, but baby's doing good. I'm just over 22 weeks. He's measuring right on. His due date is the beginning of April. Yeah, we're just really excited for the baby. We have almost all of his stuff. We have a lot of his stuff bought, not almost all. There's still a lot more to get. We'll worry about like buying all of that once we're in the house. But we got all the big stuff purchased on sales and different things. So we've got all that. The only thing is I keep trying to decide if we need a bigger vehicle. We have a 2021 Chevy Equinox, and it's a good car, but it's very compact. Just like over the summer with traveling softball, you know, when you get all of your equipment and stuff in there, like it's pretty jam-packed already. So the thought of throwing, you know, another kid in there with all the stuff, like it would be nice to have a third row vehicle. So we've talked about saving up to be able to buy one. Maybe we would have the funds for that like the beginning of summer or something. So that might be something we do. I'm hesitant though. I get really good gas mileage with my Chevy Equinox right now. I hate to switch. I drive 20 miles to work and back, so 40 miles a day, 4 days a week for work. So, you know, you hate to really, you know, compromise gas mileage for space. So we'll see what I do. But yeah, other than that, the baby has a lot of the stuff already. We got all the big stuff. We haven't really talked about names too much. My husband says he doesn't have the brain capacity right now to worry about that until the house is finished. That's kind of where his focus is. But there have been 2 names out of, 100 probably, that I've told him that I like that he also likes. So I've got 2 to work from right now. I just thought of one last night that he liked. So that's kind of the one I'm hung up on right now. We'll see if that ends up becoming his name or not. Yeah, that is basically our update. I will definitely be filming on my YouTube like the longer length videos of moving in and going through all of the boxes that we have in the basement of all of our possessions and stuff that we've purchased over these past 9 months. So like you will definitely be coming with me on that journey, because that's a big undertaking. Thank you guys so much for your support, and thank you for checking out this video. Like I said, I hope you guys like these full-length videos and start to watch those as I post them once we're in the new house after the beginning of the year. So I will see you guys on my other platforms multiple times every single day. And then until then, I'll see you later.
He feels low all the time, that's for sure.
Yep. Well, his little head is sitting right down here on your bladder. So we're head down.
Talking to the baby.
Yeah. We've been buying up stuff on like sales, so like Black Friday, Prime Days. Wayfair had like a really good Labor Day sale on furniture, so we bought a lot of stuff from Wayfair then. So that's why we have so much stuff. And I thought it would be like less overwhelming if we bought it in pieces and just slowly started moving it over. We have a lot of what we need. I started a checklist and then I kind of got away from it. So, you know, when we start moving stuff upstairs, we'll kind of have to live in it to see what we're missing. All right, this is the basement. This is just kind of like a little cove area here. This is the basement door. So we are not finishing our basement right away. There's just no point to it, and we've run out of money. So just can't really make it happen. We are finishing out this room right here though. It is like our gym. So my husband put in some temporary lights. So we will be finishing out this room. So they did go ahead and drywall it. And then you come over here and this is our storage room, or will be. And it's also where the water heater is, like junction box, all that stuff is in here. My husband has this room, which is, he calls it like his server room. And he has like, I don't know, he's the techie one, but he has like the Wi-Fi boxes and stuff in here. This room, like we had to have this room for like the structure of our porch. I don't know what it's going to be. My husband calls it like a safe room. This is an extra bedroom. And then a closet for that bedroom. And then attached to that bedroom is a bathroom. And then this is the way upstairs. All right, here is the entrance from the garage. Take you out to the garage maybe. It's a really good size. There's a little nook there where we're gonna store some stuff. A little area there. We have this little, my husband had him frame in this little area here for extra storage under the stairs that go upstairs. I'm gonna put like locker things in here, and that's where my kids can store their ball equipment and stuff to keep it nice in here. Because we drywalled it, I really want it to look more like a house in here than it does a garage. I'll go ahead and take you upstairs to our daughter's room. Ignore my breathing, my pregnancy breathing here. This is my daughter's room. She's got a lot of space up here, which is really nice. Closet, her little storage room, and then her bathroom. That's that. Go back down. All right, we have no temporary lights right now, so it looks really dark. This is
where like their lockers will be inside for their backpacks, their shoes, and their coats. This is a half bath. Okay, going down the hall. This is the laundry room here. This is the master closet. And then this is the master bathroom. Toilet goes in here. A vanity, the other vanity. The tub goes like diagonal in this corner. And the shower. Got those pretty picture windows there. And then here is the master bedroom. Little sitting area over there. Our bed will be in between these two windows. That's my main sitting area over there. So in our old house, I always used to complain that I didn't have a good spot to sit in my own room, so kind of like away from the kids. So this is going to be my little spot. TV would go up there. That's it from this view. This room has vaulted ceilings along with the living room. So you can see the vault and the ceilings in here. All right, coming back out, we have our dining room here, or dining area, not really a room. And then this is the kitchen, like a galley kitchen, you know, whatever, where you've got countertops here. Stove goes around here. I mean, not stove. Yeah, stovetop. Double ovens here somewhere. Refrigerator, and then beverage fridge. This here is the pantry. Can't really see inside of it very good. And then we also have one of those doors. There, you can see it. Inside the pantry where you just, you know, put your groceries right from the car to the house. And then here's the living room, vaulted. Fireplace. We made this just like a wall of windows, and then it's a French door in the middle. My husband's office. It will have like barn doors, but they are black window like barn doors. So they're only barn doors in the sense that they slide open and shut, but there'll be one there, and one on my husband's other doorway right there. So this is his little office. This is the entrance. I'm hoping we'll get doors in soon. They're here, and they're already, like, the jambs are already installed, but we took them out until drywall was finished so they wouldn't get dinged up. So that was the entry. And then here are our son's rooms. This area here is actually a desk area. So chair, desk, open shelving, store craft supplies and stuff there. This is brother's room. That's the baby. His closet. This is their joint bathroom, double vanity all the way across there. Mirrors, lights. Go over here. There will be like a tall cabinet here. Their tub and shower, and then their toilet goes there. And then I walk over to Grayson's room. This is his closet. And then the rest of his room. And that is it. I think I've showed you everything. To go out front and show you what the front is looking like. Oh, they still have to drywall out. I'm not sure what that's about. There'll be like bar stools on this counter. This is where the kitchen sink goes, the dishwasher. You can see the back porch. You can see the back porch this way. I have to show you, this is the front of the house right now. My husband has to finish the stone. That's where the green is. It just has to be stone. And that's it.